Good morning, friends. It is 9 o'clock. We'll give our friends just another minute here to hop on. I'm guessing a lot of friends are in school right now. But this is my only opportunity to go live this weekend in between work and getting ready for the move and actually moving. So I wanted to have this opportunity to share our yoga story time with you live and then post it so you can watch it anytime that you can. So let's go ahead and get started, friends. Today we will be reading Making the Moose Out of Life. This is a very cute story and I'm excited to share it with you. It's one of my nephew Will's favorite books and I think you're gonna find out why when we get into it. But first, before we get started, let's start with our ocean breaths. So we'll find out in the book that our moose is going to go on an adventure in the ocean. So I want you to imagine that when we breathe out through our mouth, like that you're creating the sound of the ocean, okay? So let's come into our crisscross applesauce asana. And I want you to sit up nice and tall. So think of having that string attached to the top of your head that somebody's pulling on up to the ceiling so you're as tall as you can be. Let's bring your hands to your heart. We're gonna take a deep breath in, reach our hands up, and then breathe out, open up your mouth. And imagine creating the sound of the ocean waves with that exhale, okay? So deep breath in. Good, let's do that 2 more times. Last one. Great job, friends. And go ahead, stay in your crisscross applesauce asana, and we'll get started with our book, Making the Moose Out of Life, written by Nicholas Oldland. Making the Moose Out of Life. It's a moose with an umbrella. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be a good one, I tell you what. There once was a moose who lived in the wild, but didn't act wild at all. So there's our friend the moose. And I do have to say that as we go through, you'll notice there's some randomly placed stickers throughout the book, also Will's doing. So just have fun and enjoy those. There's our moose. So our moose who lives in the wild but isn't wild at all. We're gonna start with our moose pose, friends. So first things first, before we get into moose pose, let's make sure our feet are hip distance apart. So how we check that, bring your fists together and let's bend your knees, tuck your chin to your chest and slowly roll down. So we'll bring those hands in between your feet and then we want the insides of our feet to touch the outsides of our hands and that's a good measurement for hip distance apart. So we've got that. Go ahead, release your hands, tuck your chin to your chest, and we'll roll back up to standing. Great job, friends. So I'm gonna face the short edge of my yoga mat. If you have a yoga mat, you can do the same. Or if you're just on the floor, that's great too. Stay where you are with those feet hip distance apart. So we're gonna start by stepping 1 foot back, okay? Let's start by stepping the left foot straight back, okay? Now I want you to take your toes and turn them out at an angle ever so slightly so they're not pointed straight forward. So your back leg, I want you to think of it being straight and strong. And your front knee is gonna be bent right on top of your ankle. Great job, friends. And now let's take those hips. Imagine you have headlights on your hips and you're gonna turn them to face the front. Great job, friends. Okay, so now we got our moose body, but we have to add our moose antlers. And moose, they have really big antlers. So, can you make your big moose antlers? And I want you to face forward. Remember, hips and chest face forward with your big moose antlers. Great job, friends. Awesome. And then let's step forward and we'll switch sides. So now we step our right foot back. Remember, we turn those toes out ever so slightly, Headlights on the hips, we square 'em up. Whoop. Good, front knee is bent, back leg is straight and strong. Make those moose antlers, bend those elbows. Great job, friends. Let's take a deep breath in. And go ahead, come back to your crisscross applesauce asana. Good job, friends. When it rained, his friends would go puddle jumping. Not this moose, too wet. When the wind blew, his friends would go kite flying. Not this moose, too windy. When it snowed, his friends would go skiing. Not this moose, too cold. So we see our moose here, not going puddle jumping or kite flying or skiing. Oh man. Okay, so we'll stay in our crisscross applesauce asana for our rain pose, friends. Remember, sit up nice and tall. So we're gonna practice our water cycle here. So imagine we have a river. And from the river, the water evaporates up to the clouds. The rain condenses in the clouds and then it comes down. So deep breath in, water evaporates into the clouds and then condenses and comes down. Good job, friends. One more time. Good job, friends. Okay, you ready for our kite flying pose? So we'll stand up, face the short edge of your mat. Remember, we want to measure hip distance apart with our feet, so create those fists. Tuck the chin, bend the knees, bring the hands down in between the feet. Once we're there, we tuck the chin, roll on up. So this time, we're going to step 1 foot back. But instead of pointing the toes out, we're going to keep them straight forward. So 10 toes point straight ahead of you. Front knee is going to be bent, still on top of that ankle. Back leg is still straight and strong. Great job, friends. So it's been a while since I flew a kite, but I believe you hold on to the kite. And right, the wind takes it from side to side. So maybe we rock. Gazes up, watching the kite fly. Good job, guys. And we step forward. We got to do it on the other side. Step the other foot back. 10 toes face forward. This time, friends, can we stand a little bit taller? The wind is trying to blow us over, but we don't want to let it, right? We just want it to blow our kite. So take a hold of that kite and go shh, 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 shh. Good job, friends. Great kite flying. You ready to go skiing? Let's bring the feet together. We've got our ski poles. Bend those knees. We want to be in athletic stance going down this mountain. Are we ready? We're going to go down, down, down the mountain, down, down, down the mountain. One more time. Down, down, down the mountain. Great job, friends. And we'll come back to crisscross applesauce asana. But every now and then, the moose got the feeling he was missing out on something. What could it be? He looks a little lonely over here, huh? So there's his friend the bear and his friend the beaver. So let's meet his beaver and bear friend. We're gonna start with the beaver. We're gonna come down. We'll start in our table position, friends. So shoulders over our wrists and hips over our knees. Now from here, we're gonna get a little bit lower because beavers, they stay pretty close to the ground. So we're gonna come all the way down onto our forearms. With your hands on the floor here, friends, I want you to spread those fingers apart and press your hands into the ground. Great job, guys. And from here, can we bring your toes together, press your feet together, and you know what? Beavers like to slap those long flat tails they have. So can you lift up your beaver tail and gently slap it against the floor? Again, lift it up, slap it against the mud, splat. Good job, guys. Let's do that 3 more times. Deep breath in, lift the tail up, and spat. Good job. 2 more times. Splat. And 1 more time, beavers. Splat. Good job, friends. Okay, ready for our bear pose? So we want to sit up nice and tall. Think of somebody pulling that string attached to your head straight up to the ceiling. And then we'll rock back, lift one leg up, and then the other one. So we're balancing in boat pose. And I want you to take your peace fingers and grab your big toe. Take your other peace fingers, grab your other big toe. So we can stay right here with our knees bent, or maybe we want to be a big bear. So we can stay here as a baby bear, or maybe we reach one leg out, and then the other one for a big bear. So whichever one feels best in your body, friends, do that one, whether it's baby bear or big bear. And I want you to sit up tall through the top of your head. Great job, friends. And then if you reach those legs out, let's bend one knee, then the other one, and we'll slowly come back into our crisscross applesauce asana. You guys are doing amazing, friends. The moose tried meditating, searching the internet, looking into a crystal ball, praying to the moose above, and scanning the night sky. But the moose didn't find a thing. So our moose is looking here, there, and everywhere, but he can't find the answer he's looking for. Let's stay in our crisscross applesauce asana, friends. And I want you to take a deep breath in, reach your arms up to the sky. And I want you to wiggle the fingers on your right hand. So if you're not sure which one is your right hand, go ahead and pull your hands down in front of your face. And I want you to bend your pinky finger, ring finger, and middle finger. So you're left with your pointer finger and your thumb. So if we're looking at our fingers here, they create an L, right? So we know the left side has the correct facing L, whereas the right side, our L is backwards. So backwards L, reach those hands up. We're going to take our backwards L, reach it back behind you, and then bring your left hand across your body to your right knee. So you're a little twisted up, okay? Sit up as tall as you can, and then look over your back shoulder. Well, I'm looking here, but I can't find what I'm looking for. Let's take a deep breath back to the center, create our L's again. This time we're going to take our left hand, our forward facing out, reach it back behind you. Right hand, we bring it across the body to our left knee. Thinking a little twisted up, sit up tall, and then let's look over here, see if we can find what we're looking for. Man, I don't see it back here either. Deep breath in, bring it back to center, and release those hands down. Stay in your crisscross applesauce asana. Poor guy, that would be really frustrating to be looking for answers and not able to find them, huh? One sunny day, the moose was struck with a thought. He needed to take life by the antlers if he was going to find that something missing. In the same instant, he noticed the sailboat at the water's edge. It sailed gently, flapping in the breeze. The moose was inspired. So let's take a look at this moose. He's under an umbrella with SPF 100, and his friends are over here having fun playing golf. But he sees this boat. He's feeling inspired. I wonder what he's going to do. We'll find out in just a second. First, let's come into our sailboat pose, friends. So, sit on your sit bones, on your bum, nice and even. Sit up tall through the top of your head. And then let's take a hold of the back of your legs. So these are called your hamstrings. I would like you to gently hold on to your hamstrings. Great job, friends. So from here, let's lift one leg up and then the other one. So we can stay here, or maybe we reach those hands up and bring them together for our sailboat. Good job, friends. Keep reaching tall. We want our sail to be straight and strong so it can catch the wind, right? So let's take a deep breath in. Catch the wind. 2 more times, deep breath in. Breathe out, catch the wind. 1 more time. And release the hands down. One foot comes down, then the other. And back to our crisscross applesauce asana. Let's see how our moose is inspired. With his friends looking on, the moose set sail. But what started as a gentle breeze turned into a strong wind. Oh my goodness. Oh, random sticker spotted. All right, guys, are you ready? So our moose is sailing here and it gets super, super windy. So if you have your yoga mat, we're gonna start by facing the short edge of your mat. If not, that's okay too. First things first, let's find our feet hip distance apart. Hands together, bend the knees, tuck the chin. Bring our hands to the floor, feet touch the outside of the hands. Let the hands go, tuck the chin to chest, and slowly roll up. Good job, friends. Okay, so this time, we'll step one foot back. And with our back toes, I want you to turn them out so they face the long edge of your mat. Okay? And then your front toes are still pointed straight forward. Front knee is over that front ankle and your back leg is straight and strong. Great job, friends. So we gotta get ready to sail through this really crazy storm. So we've got our rope, right? And I want you to take a deep breath in. And it's a huge windstorm. Breathe out. Whoa. Okay, friends, can we stand up a little bit taller? Somebody pulls on that string, us up to the ceiling. We gotta be tall and strong if we're gonna withstand this wind, okay? Deep breath in. Holy guacamole, it's a good thing you guys are strong. That wind would blow us over. One more time. Good job, guys. All right. We're not through the storm yet. Step that foot forward. We're going to do it on the other side. So step your foot back, turn your toes out so they face the long edge of your mat or the side wall next to you. And then front knees bent on top of the ankle, back leg is straight and strong. Take a hold of that rope. We're standing up tall and strong, ready for this big gust of wind. Whoa. Oh my goodness, two more. Whoa, I have the feeling there's a big one coming, friends. Can you be the strongest and tallest sailor here? Good job, guys. Back to that crisscross applesauce asana. Oh my goodness, and soon became a raging storm. Wow, look at all that rain and lightning and those big waves. The moose battled the storm until he could fight no more. Oh no, do you see that? What's that? It's a shark. Oh, a little worried about our moose friend. What about you? All right, I want to see our shark pose, friends. We're gonna come down onto our bellies. So we start with our hands underneath our shoulders, and I want you to bring your feet together. Press your feet together. Great job, friends. And now let's reach your arms back behind you through your fingertips, and then from here, bring your hands, interlace your hands at your low back, and then pressing your hands back behind you. And now from here, we're gonna take a deep breath in and lift your heart up. Great job, friends. So gaze is right out in front of us. You can stay here, and maybe you're a small shark, or maybe you want to lift your legs up and be a big shark. But what do sharks say? Ooh, I see all yummy looking moves. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Great job, friends. If you decided to lift your legs, let's go ahead and release the legs. Let go of the hands. Bring them back under your shoulders and then release your head to the floor. And from here, go ahead, press back up into your crisscross applesauce asana. Did he make it? Oh, thank goodness, it looks like he did. In the morning, the moose woke up scared and alone on a deserted island. Normally, this moose would have curled into a ball and cried, but that day he took a deep breath and got to work. Safety first, he made sure to wear his life jacket. Oh no, but he wrecked his boat. Oh, random sticker spotted. Okay, friends, here we go. So, we're laying down on our back on a beach, not sure where we are, and instead of being anxious and upset, like any one of us could be in a situation where we're not really sure what to do and it's scary and it's new, he could curl up in a ball and cry, but he decides to practice some big breaths, okay? So he's laid down on his back. He takes a deep breath in, deep breath out. Good job. Let's do that 2 more times because we're going to get to work after this. One more just to make sure that we're ready. Great deep breaths, friends. Let's come back to our crisscross applesauce asana. The moose located a source of fresh water, gathered wood and made a signal fire, built a shelter, climbed for coconuts, learned to spearfish, and met a tortoise named Tuesday. Good thing our moose had some great survival skills, huh? And he even met a friend. So let's meet our friend Tuesday the tortoise from our crisscross applesauce asana, friends. I want you to uncross your feet and bring them together. Okay? Great. And then we lift our hands up. And from here, we're going to slide your hands underneath your legs. Okay? And turtles, what do they do when they're scared and they're not sure? They tuck their heads down into their shell. Great job, friends. So let's take a deep breath in, look up, see what's happening. Whoop, there's a stranger on my island. I better hide real quick. Deep breath out, look down. Deep breath in, look up. Oh, that stranger's still here. I'm not ready to quite say hi yet. Hide back in your shell. Maybe on the 3rd time he'll be ready. Deep breath in. Oh, that stranger's still here. He looks pretty friendly. Let's go say hi. What do you think, friends? And one more time, we'll just breathe out. Turtle back in his shell. Good job. And we'll lift our heart up. Pull one arm out. Then the other. And then we can bring our hands back to crisscross applesauce asana. Good job. Well, a friend can make anything better. So I think our moose might be doing okay. We'll see what they decide to do. Over the following days and weeks, the moose faced many challenges and thought of home often. But with Tuesday by his side, he made the most out of island life. When it was hot, they went swimming. When the waves were big, they surfed. When it was cold, they roasted coconuts by the fire. Coconut volleyball? I don't know, island life sounds pretty good to me. What do you guys think? Okay, you ready to go swimming in the deep blue ocean, friends? We're gonna come back to our bellies. Okay, so hands underneath your shoulders. We're looking down at the floor. I want you to first press your feet together. And then we're going to lift your heart up like we did with shark pose. But instead of reaching your hands back, we're gonna reach your hands forward. And maybe you lift your legs up off the ground. And let's go swimming. Here we go. You can do any kind of stroke you want. Flutter those feet. Maybe you do the, I don't remember what this is called, the crawl or the breaststroke. Whatever feels good in your body. I think the breaststroke feels best for me. And then what else did they do? Oh my goodness, they went surfing. Hop on up, friends. If you have your yoga mat, let's face the long edge of your mat. And let's step those feet out wide. Good job, guys. So nice and wide. And then we're going to reach our arms out. So we almost look like a star with 5 points. Head, 2 arms, 2 feet. We're going to point our right foot forward. Okay, good. And then let's bend into that knee. So another way to get into warrior 2 is like this. Great job, friends. And then we gotta pay attention to the waves coming at us. So look ahead. Whoa, whoa, riding those waves. Good job, guys. And then let's extend that leg. We're gonna point the toes back to the long edge of your mat. And we're gonna surf some more waves. But this time, let's do it on the other side. Point your toes out. Bend into that knee. Great job. And let's ride some waves. Woo! Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, it's a huge one. Woo! Yeah, good job, friends. And then the roasting coconuts by the fire. Lay down on your backs. And with your feet on the floor, let's just make sure that your hips, your rib cage, and your shoulders are all touching the floor, okay? Remember your hands down by your side. And we'll start by reaching one leg up into, lifting one leg up, and then the other one. Great job, friends. We still have our back pressing into the floor. And then let's reach those legs up to the sky, and we're gonna point your toes back towards your nose. Good job, friends. And then add our other fire flames. They like to flicker in that island breeze. Flicker, 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 shine bright. I want you to imagine that you're a flame. You're warm and comforting and shining bright. A great place for friends to gather around and talk and roast coconuts and marshmallows. And then let's bring the hands down by your side. Bend your knees. Bring one foot down, then the other, and we'll come back into our crisscross applesauce asana. Life was pretty good. What are they drinking there? Oh my goodness, it looks like maybe a coconut milkshake or a coconut smoothie. I don't know, but I think I want some. So, let's sit up nice and tall. Face the short edge of your mat. And from here, let's reach one leg out and then the other one. Imagine you have that nice fire in front of you. You have your friend Tuesday by your side. Or maybe you are imagining that you're Tuesday and you have your friend Moose by your side. Life is good. We're sitting up tall. We're feeling the fire warm our toesies. We have a coconut smoothie or a coconut milkshake in our hands. Let's suck up some of that smoothie. And breathe out. Just relaxing, enjoying the scene around you. Drink up some of your smoothie. And just relax. Take another drink of your smoothie. And just relax. Good job, guys. Back to our crisscross applesauce asana. Then, just as the moose was about to pour Tuesday another coconut smoothie one evening, a ship appeared on the horizon. Quickly, they threw more wood on the fire to get the crew's attention. When the ship came to the moose's rescue, the two friends said their goodbyes and promised to write and made plans to get together on the holidays. Aww, what a good friend. Even though it means that building a fire and getting the moose rescued by the ship means that Tuesday will have to say goodbye, he still helps his friend build that fire. Isn't that so nice? Tuesday's a really good friend. Okay, guys, so they are building that fire, right? They're collecting firewood and trees. So let's practice our tree pose today. So let's start with one leg as our standing leg. You can choose whichever leg you wish it to be. I'm going to start on my right side this time. And you know what? Trees have strong roots that keep them strong and tall in the ground. So let's check in, make sure our roots are strong. Lift all 5 of your toes up, and then we'll put one toe down, then the other one, middle one, long one, big one. Okay, our roots are set. And then we'll bring our other foot into our kickstand. So heel on your ankle. And then palm trees, their branches kind of reach out to the side, right? So let's be a palm tree. Good job, guys. Great trees, everybody. And let's bring our hands back to our sides and we'll switch sides. So now our left foot is going to need to connect our roots. So we lift up our 5 toes and then we put the pinky toe down, the next one, the middle one, the long one, and the big one. Other foot comes into our kickstand and let's reach those palm branches out. Great trees, friends, love it. Beautiful palm trees. And back to our crisscross applesauce asana. I wonder what Moose is going to think of the cruise ship. The moose had been rescued on day 3 of a 2-week Caribbean cruise. At first, he was nervous about being back at sea, but when the moose finally left his cabin, it didn't take him long to embrace the cruise ship lifestyle. He enjoyed all-day buffets, shuffled on the Lido deck, and all-night card games. All right, are you ready to check out that all-day buffet, friends? Did you see that table? It was loaded with all sorts of food. So let's set our table. We're going to set our hands behind us. Remember, we want to think of shoulders over those wrists. Our fingers point towards our feet. And we're going to lift our hips up to the sky. Great job, friends. Knees on top of those ankles. And we want a flat table, a strong table, because we're going to be holding up a lot of food all day. And as you're looking at your table, go ahead and look at your belly button. Good job, friends. Great strong tables. Can we press our hands into the floor a little bit more? Our feet too. Awesome. And then go ahead, drop the hips back down. And he also enjoyed shuffleboard. So his shuffleboard was in the shape of a triangle. So let's be in the shape of a triangle today. We'll take those feet out wide again, so facing the long edge of your mat. This time, let's start by pointing the right toes towards the short edge of your mat. We're going to reach your hands out long, and I want you to think of like a teapot. Leaning over to pour out your tea into the cup. So you can bring your hand to the inside of your calf, or maybe if it feels good, you reach all the way down to the floor. Great job, friends. Beautiful triangle poses. And then we'll slowly lift up, turn those toes to point the long edge of your mat, and we'll do it the other direction. So point your toes to face the short edge, and then we lean forward to bend that teapot. We're shuffling that shuffleboard. Maybe we reach all the way down to the floor. Great, friends. And don't forget to look up over those fingertips towards the ceiling, and then we slowly bring it back up. And what else did he do? He played all-night card games. So we gotta sit at our card table. Let's bring those feet together. Take a seat at the table. Hold your cards out in front of you. Make sure nobody can see them. Oh man, I don't know about you, but I got a really good hand. Good job, guys. Lay your cards down and hooray! We won! And crisscross applesauce asana. When the moose finally arrived home, his friends could hardly believe their eyes. The beaver and the bear thought they had lost their friend forever. They gave him a big welcome home hug And when the once mild-mannered moose said, "Let's go cliff jumping," his friends were overjoyed. Such a good feeling to see friends again after a long time, huh? Go ahead, let's come into our crisscross applesauce asana. You guys are already there, right? So I guess I just need to join you. Sit up tall. Think of somebody pulling on that string that's attached to our head. And let's give ourselves a great big hug. I want you to imagine that you're seeing a friend for the first time that you haven't seen in a really long time. How big is this hug going to be? Let's take a deep breath in. Spread those arms out wide. Deep breath out. Give your friend that great big hug. Ooh, great big squeeze. Deep breath in. Now let's cross the other arm over top for our hug. Are you ready? Other arm goes over top and give your friend that great big squeeze. Let's do 2 more. Deep breath in. Let's bring our left arm on top of our right for our hug. Big hug, squeeze. Can you squeeze a little more? Good job. Deep breath in. Spread those arms out. Right arm comes over the left. Big hug. This is the biggest hug you got. Can you squeeze all that air out of your friend? Good job, guys. Go ahead and release your hands down. Stay in your crisscross applesauce asana. Dear Tuesday, I feel like a new moose. I am always doing something fun and exciting. Can't wait for the holidays. I miss you. Have you ever been to Africa? Love, Moose. And that's the end. How about we finish our book with one more moose pose, okay? So, facing the short edge of your mat. Remember, feet are hip distance apart. You can always check with our 2 hands. We'll step 1 foot back. Turn those toes out just a wee bit. Back leg is straight and strong. Front knee is bent on top of the ankle. We've got those headlights on our hips. Turn them to face the front. So our body is set. Let's add our moose antlers. They're big. Our moose is strong. He's tall. Good job, friends. Deep breath in. Release those arms down. Step the foot forward. Other side. Step that back foot back. Remember, we want our toes to be slightly out to the side, not straight forward. Back leg is straight and strong. Front knee is on the front ankle. Turn those hips forward. Whoop. And let's add those big moose antlers. Deep breath in. Good job, friends. And one more time, let's come down to our crisscross applesauce asana. And we'll finish today with 3 more ocean breaths, okay? So, remember, we had our hands at our heart. Deep breath in to lift the hands up. Breathe out, open your mouth. Create the sound of the ocean, okay? Let's do 3 together, friends. Maybe even close your eyes if that feels good to you. One more time. Thank you so much for joining me today, friends. I hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday. As always, I had so much fun yogaing it up with you. I hope you did too. Namaste. All right, friends, have a great rest of your day. Hopefully next week we'll be able to get back to our usual time, Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. for yoga story time. If you have any book requests, please feel free to shoot them my way. But I'll be posting this later on today and on YouTube as well, so have your eye out for those. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. See you later, friends.